Hey everyone, and welcome back to Magician's World. My name is Lynn, and I'm still trying to learn Ars Magica. If you've watched the previous episodes, you may have discovered my scenery is different, and I will explain why. I was reading through the book, and one of the things I found here was witchwood saplings, and specifically the fact that Aum grows nearby witchwood saplings. I was looking for Aum. I've been doing a lot of exploring. Oh, we have actually found Aum. A flower with healing properties. Aum is a component in many spells that can only be found at the base of witchwood trees. So I was looking around, getting all kinds of flowers, which I will show you when we get back to the house, and I couldn't find Aum, and I even went to the witchwood forest. There were none there, but look, there's a witchwood here, and there's Aum. And if we go around, let's see if there's any more near this witchwood tree. I found a number of witchwood trees with or whatever it's pronounced. This one only has one flower. It should be in the vicinity of the tree. Okay, well, I just wanted to show you what it looks like in nature and where you can find it. So, the witchwood forest, apparently, I don't have any more in my waypoints, but it didn't have any. Maybe because it's the wrong biome, it's a witchwood biome. But I did collect some of them already, and this is number 5. Very nice. I also collected a lot of botania flowers and converted them all into dyes, because I think we'll be needing dye. This basically is my dye chest. I have a lot of red from botania, but also from roses, yellow from the dandelions. I can turn this into green, and I can use this for blue if I have to, although I have some floral green as well. So whenever we need dyes, I think we're good to go. What else did I do? I got some more animals. I got a number of sheep and piggies. Chickens! Wow, sorry, this is my brain on a Sunday. I should probably get some of this food while I'm here. So basically I was doing that. I was running around a lot. I killed a lot of animals as well. And I mined quite a lot. As you can see, my mage level is now at 11. I did plant our saplings. And I read, of course, that they need Etherium. It's said here, they need a source of liquid Etherium within 1 block and below. So, this is 1 block and below. But so far, neither that one nor this one has grew. I actually picked up 4 buckets of Etherium, and I'm starting a small pool here. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as an infinite pool, like you do with water. But we will be needing it at some point to make, I think they're called essences, but so far they haven't shown up in the chapter yet. Thanks to my leveling up from just mining and killing cows and sheep and whatnot, I've been able to get 4 more blue levels. I read about this, by the way. Trying to find where I saw this in the book. Magic level? No. Where? I have some new ones here as well, which is interesting. Skill points. So yeah, the blue skill points are gained at level 2 to 20. Green are awarded level 22 to 40. And red skill points at 42 to 50. So for the next 9 levels, I will still only get the blue ones. So we can't go deeper into the Oculus yet. This one requires blue, but then here we need green. So we'll have to look at which ones we want to do. We haven't done any defense yet, but I think we may want to go into some regeneration and heal. We could also go into Wither's Autumn, though I'm not quite. I think this is just for leaves. I don't really need leaves, thank you. Night vision, nice. Oh, light. Okay, so I didn't mean to click that, but I'll just learn light, which it's okay. I can use that. I know a purpose for that. Talents. Now, I'm not entirely sure how these work, because I don't think you drag them in a spell, they just become part of you. And in this case, the talent mana regen should hopefully regenerate my mana faster. So I'm gonna learn this. That leaves us two more. Affinity gates, that is something, I'm not sure if I want to do that. And for these I will need the green elements. I also gained an affinity tab, and these are the 10 affinities that are growing or increasing depending on the spell that you use. Now I've been digging a lot, so my affinity is mostly towards stone skin, which will give me strength and at some point probably will help me against falling and breaking my ankle. One thing I've learned about this, or I've read about this, is that the opposing affinities cancel each other out. So if I increase resistance to fire, I will reduce my water. If I increase harvesting, I will reduce magic weakness. So I think affinity boost will make this go more towards the affinity that you've been using than otherwise, but I'm not sure if you want to do that because it may affect the opposite affinities. Hopefully at some point we will learn some more affinities. The first thing I wanted to do today is mage armor. Now, I've been wandering around and I don't think they will show on the map, but I actually came across a lot of sheep. No, they won't show unless I'm there. Villages as well, colorful trees. I've been walking around quite a bit, as you can see. Yeah, the taint area I don't want to get near. Villages are nice, but they have these chromatocraft structures, and I've noticed that they don't like me getting close anymore. And they take about 3 hearts at one tick before you even realize that you're there. So yeah, sheep. And sheep means wool, because I want to go into the mage armor. More advanced version of simple robes. Mage armor allows for slightly more durability, recharge and protection. Mage armor, due to the runes, has very high capability to be enchanted. It also can repair its condition using mana drawn from its wearer. When wearing a full suit, your mana regen speed is increased and all spells are slightly more effective. Now, that of course is very useful. So I will be wanting to make the mage hood with some leather, a purple rune, water bottle, some wool, brown wool. I want to make the robes from coal, white rune, leather, and brown wool. The leggings from, brown wool, yellow rune, gunpowder and leather. And finally the boots, you'll never guess it, it takes brown wool, plus leather, black runes, and feathers. So I'm gonna need, let's see, 4, 9, 13, 15 brown wool. So I'm actually slightly less than what I had here. 15 of these should give me brown wool, and it does. Okay, going for the first one, the mage hood, leather, purple rune, and water bottle. I did not prepare for water bottles. Okay, and we're out of sand. So, sand shouldn't be too hard to get. And may actually increase our experience level a bit. Yeah, 1 bar. Okay, let's get 1 more then. I do like that shooting and digging. Even if something is above your head or slightly across away from you, you can still shoot it, which is pretty cool. Okay, we can prepare the rest while we wait for the class. So we need a purple rune and leather. So we have a bunch of leather from me killing all those cows. And we need purple. And I do like that you can use any kind of dye for this. Okay, my game froze here for a second. Any kind of dye, so I'm sure I could have used red and I can actually see that, but I think if I combine rose red with some lapis, I will also get purple dye. But lapis is rather expensive, especially compared to the botanica flowers. So a bottle. Did it need to be filled with water? Yes, it did. Good thing we have water right here. Okay, 1 water bottle there. Then the rune, the leather, and the wool. Gives me the mage hood. Then the mage robes. Coal, 2 white runes, and 1 piece of leather. White. Actually, I don't have too much white on that. Don't I have bone meal? Oh yeah, I do. 2 of those. 2 white runes. Because my memory is so horrible, 1 piece of gold. 1 piece of that, and I think it was just like that. And that is the mage robes. And experience is 0, which is to be expected. Yellow rune, gunpowder. I killed a few creepers. Actually, I killed one that gave me a squid beak. Oh, that was a squid. I don't know what that will give me. I said yellow rune. And 2 pieces of leather in this case. Let's see if my memory serves me. This should be it. There we have the mage leggings. And I have to say the items look really pretty. 2 leather, 2 feathers, 1 feather, sorry. 2 leather and 2 black runes. There. And I may have gotten these around. Hey! So now we have a full set of armor. We'll take off the witch's hat. If we ever come across her, we'll give it back. Okay. We'll put this in a chest of other magic stuff. So here we look. Now, it looks prettier as items than it does on the avatar. So, it looks more like, I don't know. No, doesn't look very nice. But at least it gives us a 6, 7 armor level. And it should at some point increase when we gain more XP. Let's hope the zombie is outside. We'll turn into candles after this. He does. Okay, so we have some time left. Let's see if we can do another spell. And I was also reading a bit on these. There's another journal. Oh yeah, you can keep a journal. I'm not sure if that's all too useful. Oh, another one, binding. You can create solid objects out of nothing. The binding shape allows you to bind tools to yourself while drain constant mana while used and burst mana when used instead of durability. Dropping the item with a default will instead unbind it. You can create solid objects out of nothing. Binding tools to yourself. I have no idea, but it needs binding catalyst. Ooh. That sounds a bit advanced. Night vision. Add something on yourself. That could be useful. I have used the shoot light before. You can light up an area with magic. Lights can be recolored after the effect by right-clicking them with a die. Forge or Dictionary is supported for valid dice, which means I can also use floral dice, but I don't mind the colors of lights so much, but being able to place lights from a distance, that might be very useful when we're entering caves. I may want to make a heal and regeneration spell as well. So, do we have any more books left? We do not. I'll make 2 more books. No, hang on. I need this one. I still need a book. Yeah. And I will need 2 feathers and 2 black. And I'm wondering if I can use this as well. I think I can. So, yeah, that works. That's cool. So the first one I'm gonna do is projectile and light. Now I can combine this and do a dig and at the same time put light down. That means every block I dig, I put light, which seems a waste of mana. And of course, the more you put into a spell, the more mana it requires. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm for simple names, because I want to be able to understand what they do it later. Shoot light. Now, we have 2 more points left. I think I want to try and have a look at self. And then... Oh, this is also something I hadn't noticed before, but it shows you the affinities that are part of a leap in this case, which is the pacifist healing, I think. This one is this. No, this is healing and green florp thingy. This one, harvester. For now, I think I want to do regeneration. I don't worry so much about jumping, but healing would be very nice. So, I'm gonna heal myself. Hopefully with this spell. And actually it's regen. Put a book in there, take it out. Now let's see, what do we need for these spells? For the shoot light, projectile light, we need a black rune, Vintium arrow, snowball, white rune, cerebras, torch, Vintium torch, and a spell parchment. I think we have all the stuff for that. You go with the food. Now, oh, I should cook up the other Vintium ore I dug up. Take out the glass. Sorry, just a bit of organizing here. Because it needed a Vintium torch. and it needs a regular torch. Regular torches we have. Vintium torch is basically the same as a regular torch, except you use Vintium rather than coal. It looks pretty, but it has the same effect as another torch, so I'm not been using them. And after the spell is done, I won't be using them at all anymore. Blank rune, Vintium dust, arrow, snowball, white rune, cerebrasum. Arrow, snowball, blank rune, cerebrasum. We found quite a lot of that. Blank rune, Vintium, arrow, snowball, white rune. White rune. We need to make one of them white. And then we need Cerebrasum torch, Vintium torch, and a spell parchment. Of course we need a spell parchment. So, let's go to the altar. One of my previous spells was still there. And we'll start with the blank rune. Some Vintium dust, arrow, snowball, white rune, cerebrasum, regular torch, Vintium torch, finally parchment, and we have a new spell. Right click, the name is there. Give it a nice picture. That indicates we're going to be putting some light there. And we have one. So light. Ooh, does it? Ah, there it is. There's light. Let's quickly check this. Light. That area with the cow is a bit dark. Let's light it up. So this can be very useful in canyons, in caves, etc. Quite like this. Let's make then the healing spell. Let's grab our book because I'm gonna get so confused with 3 books in my inventory. I only wanted the self-regen. That's the next spell to do. What do we need for self-regen? Here we run into a bit of a problem. Because we need essence. Neutral essence. And that's our focus we haven't made yet. Golden apple. Oh dear. I don't think I have that much gold. So I may have to go, I may have to go mine for some gold. But the main problem right now is not so much the gold, it's the neutral essence. Because unfortunately our book has not yet taught us how to make neutral essence. Oh, it's teaching us about regeneration, because I've learned the spell. About armor XP infusion, because as soon as you gain XP, your armor will gain some too, which is nice. And about infusion is a process in which AM armor will drain mana from your mana pool to repair itself. Due to this mechanic, all AM armor has low durability and won't last in prolonged fight. Taking the armor off will cause it to stop infusing. It must be equipped for the mechanic to function. Yeah, I'm not sure how much protection it will give. Well, 7 here, but essence. And I have to say I ran into this before, that it wouldn't tell me how to make the essence. I needed a neutral essence, I think. Ice, lighting, life, ender, pure essence, high essence. Neutral. No, don't think that is it. Essence refiner. Okay, yeah. So I have seen some videos from Ars Magica, and that's also why I was keeping an area clear for other structures. But I was hoping the book in this pack would tell me how to make them, and it hasn't done me yet. Is there something here? Augmented casting, affinity gains. Yeah, you receive a boost for ability. I don't think I want to do that. I don't want to be summoning yet. We have because it's not in here. And that is a real shame. Because I can probably find what I need. I think what I need is an obelisk. And we can make one of those with some stone, with some chiseled stone, and with some Vintium dust. Okay, so let's see if we can make this. Don't think it will accept that, so we'll get stone. We'll get a piece of iron to make a chisel. And we need 4 Vintium dust for this. First of all, chisel. And we'll take 1 stone, which we will chisel into a pretty one. And let's see if creating this that looks right. Does it have to be exactly that one? 98.3. Try 98.3. Okay. We'll try it with this block. There we go. Obelisk. Now, does this tell us anything about the obelisk? It does not tell us anything about the obelisk. So this a bit, I think it's an, in my opinion, it's an error in the book, because I think by the time you get to a level where you can, when you need the essence for your spell, the book should tell you how to get that. And I can put it here, but I don't think that's gonna make a difference. No. Let me see, because there's different things it can use to burn. Oh, I have buckets on me. It can generate essence, as far as I know, if I got this right. So let's put in a bucket. You can see it is doing something. Doing something. Not sure what, but it's doing something. Very pretty effects. There we go. That's what I wanted. The Etherium system. Ars Magica contains a unique power system called Etherium. generated from an obelisk. An obelisk will stream to other powered blocks within a 10-block radius. To extend the range, you can place conduits within a 10 blocks. Each conduit also projects in a radius of 10 blocks in which it can relay power from the obelisk. There are different types of Etherium. It can be generated by other blocks such as light Etherium from a celestial prism and dark Etherium from a black aurum. All types have the same transmit rules as the obelisk and can be extended by conduits. The defaults are light, neutral, and dark. See structures for crafting and variation of each one. Each type of Etherium affect machines in a different way. Structures, there we go. The obelisk is somewhat of a magical furnace. You can generate Etherium by burning Vintium dust or liquid Etherium out of a bucket. The obelisk generates neutral Etherium. I think this is what we needed, although the spell mentioned essence and not Etherium. The structure depicted here does not have to be built all at once. It can be built in sections. The Wizard Charge Circle is a standalone upgrade. Then, when completed, will increase the output of the burn capabilities. The pillars, another upgrade, and will further increase the output of the obelisk. Is space a concern? These upgrades are not required. So, I've got this one. It's slightly bigger than it's been depicted here. We can do the chalk and the stone some other time. But we need to have a look at now the crystal wrench. The crystal wrench serves many purposes, used to direct Etherium through your power network. So I need to make a crystal wrench. And I think the Magistack staff is a modified version of spell staff. It can be used to sense Etherium levels in powered blocks. Okay, just looking at the time. Let's see how far we can get with this. What does the goggle do? The goggle, they do nothing. When worn, you can sneak and right-click fire blocks with a magician's staff to be able to see all of the incoming power types to the section machine. Okay, well, for now we'll make the crystal wrench. 3 iron, a Vintium dust, and 2 of those flowers. 3 iron, oh. 2 Vintium. I'm gonna run out of Vintium soon. And I think that was it. Oh, Desert Nova. That is the one I haven't shown you yet. But let's make a day. I did find a desert with Desert Nova. I'd forgotten about it because I found it quite early on in my explorations. Desert Nova. This can only be found in the desert. I have to be careful because of this structure here. I noticed I can't use my magic break spell or dig spell to get the flowers. Otherwise, I would, because whatever you do, if you need anything and you can do it with a spell that you have, do the spell, because that's the way to gain levels, the way to get more skill points, and at some point even get to the green and red skill points. Some more here, so I'll probably grab some more if I'm gonna go exploring next time. We just really needed the one this time, but you know, while I'm here, grab a few. Okay, I think we grabbed all we can. Go in home. And that should be doable. If I can orientate myself like this. Crystal wrench, yay! And let's see if we can also make the other one, which is the Magistack staff. Gold coins. But I think we can use nuggets for that as well. And I cooked up some of this. And one of the topaz. So let's create some nuggets. We have 2 new toys. So if nothing else, we did 1 spell this episode and we did 2 new toys. We have 5,000 neutral. Nice. Now, let's go back to this one. How does this work? Right click first on the source. This marks the source block. Then right click on the destination. Right click source. Right click destination. Pairing successful. Okay. Let's have a look. See if we can finish this spell quickly. Blank rune. Vintium dust. Oh, lesser focus. We did not look at the focus. A lesser focus is glass and 4 nuggets. That should be fairly easy to do. We have the lesser focus. It needs a blank rune. I'm sure it needs another one, which is a blue one. Oh, the golden apple. The golden apple. Okay, so this will have to wait, because I'm pretty sure that is gonna take me a bit more gold than I have. Oh, it's ingots. Oh. We may get lucky. We may get lucky. We're running a bit over the normal time of my videos. But if we can do this, we can do this. Golden apple. Blank rune. Blank rune, blue rune. I'm getting so excited, I can't even talk anymore. Floral powder. Make a blue rune. Make it blue, Modi. Vintium dust we have spell parchment. So this will be the first spell to use an essence. And we're gonna see if I understand how this switch works. Okay, as always, start with a blank rune. Then it wants the, oh, it wants Aum. Did I miss that? Well, oh, we had Aum. I threw it away, sorry. Aum. Vintium dust. Focus. Ah, and now it wants the, what are you doing out? Now it wants the essence. So now if we flip the switch, we should see essence. We didn't see it, but it took it because it's on to the next one. Blue rune, a golden apple, parchment. We did it! We did it! So you did see that I flicked the switch only on. It switched off by itself. As soon as it had taken all the essence it needed, it had switched off by itself. And you can see this one has dropped to 3500. Although it should only have taken the 500. Well, it worked. Self-regen. A bit of heart. Right click. I got regeneration. Ooh. So, I'm gonna be making this the first area for the altar, for the neutral. I will be making it with the pillars, and I will be using the chalk. This is why I put out this area 5x5. So you have to make the obelisk before it tells you, hey, you should make an obelisk. It's a bit of a shame. We will also have a look at the other next time, but sinister. Slowly but invariably pulls living creatures from around it towards the center. I've seen this. If there's any mobs, they get killed and they get turned into essence. And apparently we can use different types of blocks. Again, the pillars seem to be optional. So what is there in the first layer then? Blocks, chalk, black arum. Well, I will have a look at this in between episodes and maybe set up something for them already if I can. The chalk shouldn't be too hard. And cap up grapes, obsidian. Yeah, but they're not required. But I'm trying to find the first block in the middle, which I'm not seeing. Nether brick, black aura, but it's not showing me. The brick are creating. Oh, I need to do a ritual of corruption on an obelisk. Ooh. Okay. That sounds really interesting. I will have a look at that. And I think I may also work on a spell book, because as you can see, our spells, we now have 4 spells. I mean, normally you would have a weapon, but this is not really powerful, so I still have to fall back to my iron sword, especially if I run out of mana. I want to keep that. Regen is near the food. Should light is replacing, of course, all my torches from now on. So, but you can make a spellbook to combine them in and have them use 1 slot. But then you have to use your scroll wheel to select them, which means you cannot switch between, say, regen and shooting as quickly. So, anyway, we run way over the normal time of my videos. I'm sorry for that. I hope you don't mind too much, but I think it was worth to see the second spell and to see the Etherium. Hopefully we will see some more as I try to catch some eggs with my head. Hopefully we will see some more of that used in the next spells, in the next levels. I'll also continue working on my XP, see if I can get some more learning skills. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave your comments, leave a like if you liked it. Any feedback is appreciated. So be good and see you next time. Bye bye.